I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Thanks for checking out this weather webcast on this dry Monday. Sunny to start off, clouds now building, and that's ahead of our winter storm that's getting ready to roll into the area for our Tuesday. More on that in just a second. Look at the numbers today, though. Pretty nice start to the week. Again, keep in mind, average high for this part of February should be in the low 40s. We're right about there. In fact, some areas are getting a little warmer than that. So not a bad start to the week. But changes obviously coming as we head through the overnight into the day. Tomorrow, clouds have continued to roll in. It was a sunny start this morning, now looking at mostly cloudy skies on our Farmers Insurance Cam overlooking downtown Peoria, where it is 43 at the airport. Winds are starting to pick up out of the east-northeast at around 14 miles per hour. Pretty much consistent low 40s area-wide across the region. And again, the clouds continuing to build. Keeping an eye on that storm system still off to the west. Rain falling right now in Missouri. It's warm enough just for all rain. Snow, and a lot of it, falling right now in Kansas and Oklahoma, even northern Texas. The Panhandle picking up significant amounts of accumulation. And again, this is all continuing to move off towards the north and east. This is looking very similar to what we had on Thursday. Now, there are some differences, and I'm going to pinpoint those coming up in just a little bit. Timing is one of those, and when exactly this will all take shape for our Tuesday. But there are some other subtle differences that we're kind of keeping an eye on. As far as what we can expect timing-wise, tonight, I think we're okay. We are dry. The clouds continue to build in. Had many people on Facebook message me. I have a spouse. They work the third shift overnight. They drive around. What are we looking at? I think even around the midnight hour, earlier thinking was that this could start developing around midnight. And there could be some scattered, spotty, wintry mix possibilities around the area, especially south and west of Interstate 74. But the widespread precip, I don't think, starts until probably close to the morning drive tomorrow, which will make for a sloppy commute into work and school. So here is the zoomed-in picture, futurecast at midnight tonight for your Tuesday morning. Then as we head into the mid-evening, again, dry. Here's the 7 o'clock picture, showing, again, a lot of mixed bag down to the south. Still dry along the I-74 corridor, at least in our area. As we progress through the mid-morning and into the midday, then you're starting to see more widespread precipitation. But notice how complex this system is. And this is what's really complicating as far as how much we are to expect as far as snowfall accumulation goes. Some areas are going to see all snow. Some are going to see that sleet transition. And there are going to be some areas, especially down to the south, that may see rain for a brief period of time before we finally see a full transition to snow. This is the 4 o'clock picture, getting close to the evening drive time. And again, painting rain hanging around in our southeastern counties and even our southern counties, but all snow in places like Galesburg, Lakin, and Kewanee, much of Stark County, even northern Peoria County. Eventually, the cold air winds out, will change over to all snow. And what's going to be different with this system as opposed to last week's system on Thursday is we're not going to get the dry air punching into the storm around our area. That will happen further east into Indiana. So we'll stick with more snow through our Tuesday night into the overnight, and then heading into Wednesday. Now, it's going to be lighter snow. It still could add up to around an additional inch, maybe an inch and a half, 2 inches in even some spots. But that'll be hanging around. So Wednesday looks to be cloudy, and again, flurries to, at times, light snow showers across the region. Here's where we stand as far as our winter weather products are concerned, issued by the National Weather Service. Pink counties, winter storm warning in effect until tomorrow night. Purple counties, winter weather advisory in effect until tomorrow night, and one lone watch in our viewing area, that'd be LaSalle County. That will be eventually changed either to an advisory or a warning. I'm just guessing here. Haven't heard word from the Chicago National Weather Service office, where LaSalle County is under. More than likely, just looking at this map, that this would probably be moved to an advisory just from the surrounding counties to the south and to the west. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll probably catch word of that sometime this evening on any change. Here's the snowfall total map that I have right now. It does look much lower than maybe what you have seen from others, including the National Weather Service. This is just our thinking right now. I think, and keep this in mind, and I mentioned this on a Facebook post, where you see these numbers. This is a general average. Certainly there will be spots in that 2 to 4 inch range, which includes Peoria and Morton and East Peoria and Pekin, all of Peoria County pretty much up towards Lakin, LaSalle through down towards Canton and Havana. There will be areas that may get up to 5 inches. There are also maybe areas that get up to 1 inch. This is going to be a tough storm because it's not going to be completely widespread. There are going to be spots that are higher, some spots that are lower. So this is a general average. Same thing out west around Kewanee, Galesburg, Macomb, western Fulton County. I have you in that 4 to 6 range. It's going to be in spots. I think west of the Illinois River, and this is something I'm going to convey on the air later on this evening as well, and just kind of our general thinking, I think if you're west of the river, I think there's an extremely good possibility that you will pick up at least 2 inches of snow. Better possibilities the further west you go that you could get up to that 4-inch range, and then there's going to be some spots isolated that could get up to around 6 inches of snow. Now, that dark blue does not mean that everyone is going to be in that 4 to 6 range. It certainly means that you have the better chance of getting some of the higher amounts that will be isolated in spots. So a very complicated forecast. We have a little bit of everything. And again, down to the south and east, Pontiac, Bloomington, Lincoln, I have you in the 1 to 2 inch range right now. Again, looks very similar to what we had last Thursday. So we'll keep an eye on it. And again, if anything changes, we'll certainly let you know. Make sure you're following along on our social networking, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. So here's your forecast in detail. Again, 28 for the overnight, clouds build, maybe that scattered mix overnight, probably closer into the mid-overnight hours. 32 snow likely again tomorrow, mixing with rain and sleet in many areas along and south of Interstate 74. Pattern quiets down just a little bit after Wednesday with that lingering snow hanging around. Thursday, Friday looks dry but colder than average. Into the low 30s, and weekend also looking chilly as well. Saturday and Sunday dry with highs in the low 30s. That's your update. If we see fit for another change in the forecast, we will give you another fresh weather webcast coming up later on this evening. And don't forget, you can always catch us on WMVD 31 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. I'm Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Have a great Monday evening.